Welcome to 10 Minutes with Tony Scott. I'm Tony Scott. Thank you for tuning in to today's show. This week's show is brought to you by Gentry Academy in Blaine. Gentry is a private school with traditional classroom setting that offers high-end hockey training to high-end hockey players. Later in the show, we will be doing an interview with Gentry's Director of Hockey, Sean Skinner. If you follow YHH on Twitter, the last week or so, you will see that we are adding players to our Now Prospects list. This is a comprehensive list of 8th, 9th, and 10th graders in Minnesota. Our premium subscribers get access to notes, articles, college commitments, and history on all of these players. We plan to continue to give more value to our premium subscribers this year while still providing 99% of our content free to our readers. Speaking of paid content, we've changed our network for the pay-per-view live stream games. This year we plan on covering over 200 games at all levels. These games cost $6.95 to view live or on archive. Soon we will offer a one-year pass to view all of these games we talked about. As I mentioned earlier, we did an interview with Sean Skinner, the Director of Hockey at Gentry Academy. Sean was headed to Russia, and here is that interview we taped with him before he left. I had a lot of fun getting to know Sean and learning about his hockey philosophy during the interview. I hope you enjoy it. We're joined today with the hockey director from Gentry Academy, Sean Skinner. Sean, a world-renowned hockey coach, is the director of hockey for the Gentry Academy. Thanks for joining us today, Sean. I'm excited to get to meet the world's greatest stick handling coach of all time. You're in my presence today.
Thank you, Tony. I don't know about that, but...
Well, when I think of stick handling coaches, when I think of stick handling camps, I think of Sean Skinner's camp. And to have him here in Minnesota teaching our kids how to play the game of hockey is quite an honor, and it's exciting to finally meet you.
Yeah, thank you.
So let's talk a little bit about stick handling. Let's get right to it. You know, why is it so important to be such a great stick handler versus skater? You always hear skating is so important. Tell me about why stick handling is so important.
Well, the way it works, Tony, is like this. Skating is a foundational skill. Sure, when they're starting off, one kid is ahead of another kid. But when you reach the elite level within each age category, or the NHL, the highest level, then they're all good skaters. Occasionally someone has a slight deficiency, but they're good skaters. But what separates one player from another player is stick handling, or I would rather say skill. But the best players in the history of ice hockey are your stick handlers. Run through a list of the greats. If I said to you, Rocket Richard, Gordie Howe, Bobby Orr, Wayne Gretzky, Lemieux, Crosby, Ovechkin, Sakic, Yzerman.
They're all great stick handlers.
All these guys are stick handlers. Now, occasionally, you get another player in there like a shooter. You'd have Brett Hall, Bobby Hall. You'd have Al McGinnis. You'd have Chara, right? Okay? It's
all have the bomb.
Another player excelling at a particular skill. It's just that the larger list is the stick handlers, okay? So what it does is by being able to control that stick blade, right, that makes you a better passer, a better receiver, and it also opens the thinking game of ice hockey to you.
It gives you more time. If you're not jumbling with it, if you can control it gives you more time to see, more time
more
to play.
choices.
More choices.
Normally, a player comes down the ice, he can dump, he could shoot it in between your legs.
Or my favorite, deep.
Yeah.
There's no deep when you have a
could
good
get hit with
stick
it,
handler,
you
right?
can eat it. But if you don't have the skill to make a saucer pass, can't choose that option. If you don't know a front fake, a pull-in, a Gretzky move, Bobby Orr spin, can't choose those options. So we're not saying that a player should beat the other team, one person, but there's one-on-one battles going on all over the ice in the game. And if you can beat that player out of the corner, along the sidewall, in the open ice, then you're 5-on-4 temporarily for a couple seconds. Somebody else leaves their man, comes to you, you pass to the open guy, eventually breaks down, we put it in.
It's a game of 2-on-1, so we're trying to find a 2-on-1.
Yeah.
What specifically are you guys doing this week or this month with the kids with their skill development?
Yeah. So at Gentry Academy, we're not scripted by games. So when you're on a team, you have to see what you did wrong last weekend in your games, and then you have to make practice according to win, always to win. What am I going to do to win next weekend? Oh, we need face-offs. Oh, we need penalty kill work, you know. So with Gentry Academy, we're not in a league. We're not based on win. So we designed a system for the whole year, you know, for the player. And the first couple of months, the focus was skating. forward skating and crossovers, and we've been transitioning to backward skating and crossovers. We're now getting into starting and acceleration and agility in our skating portion. The first couple of months we're all stick handling, and now we're getting into passing. In dry land, we've been doing a ton of shooting and increasing their strength. We have a whole battery of tests that we conducted. There's tests all over the world, NHL tests, Canadian fitness tests, and we can tell not where a kid is an average or a norm, but where we can say, based on your shot speed, you're 10% for your age in the world, you know?
Right.
So I'm not interested in average and norms. I want to help these kids achieve their best. So we've tested them in skating speed, shooting speed, accuracy, stick handling tests, agility, all kinds of areas, and we see where they're weak, and we've been targeting this, and we've had a lot of improvement already in just 2 or 3 months.
Well, it's just a quick reminder about the open house at Gentry Academy. It'll be on December 14th. Go to gentryacademy.com to find out more information and register your family if you're interested in more information about the academy. Thanks, Sean, for joining us here on 10 Minutes with Tony Scott. We appreciate it. It was great to meet you. Safe travels to Russia. Thanksgiving marks the unofficial kickoff of the 2014-15 season. This week I'm going to go without the normal gimmicks of monkeys and hats and just go straight at you with my picks for this weekend's Thanksgiving tournaments. The Eden Prairie First Test of the Best is going to be a great tournament. We see Edina winning both the Pee Wee AA and the Bantam AA, and they won't be cakewalks. Get it? They're cakewalks. Anyway, the Hornets will be tested, especially the Pee Wee AA team in pool play. They play OMG, a very odd pairing that the number 1 and number 2 teams in the state are in the same pool. Nonetheless, both teams will likely make it into the Final Four. Just one is going to have a tougher road to get there. We will be broadcasting the championship games via live stream of the Pee Wee AA and the Bantam AA on Sunday from Eden Prairie. Burnsville. The Scott Benedict Memorial is another great tourney in Burnsville. Minneapolis will win the Bantams, a real strong team the Storm are this year. We think that they will win the AA and A field that's held in Burnsville. Matamidi looks to be the team to beat in the Pee Wee division, but watch out for host Burnsville. They have a good team this year as well. The Squirt A division is something we'll be keeping a close eye on. Great field that the people from Burnsville put together. That field includes Matamidi, Edina, Lakeville North, Osseo Maple Grove, and Minnetonka. But we see the Lakers from Prior Lake as the team to beat, and they're one of the top 3 teams in Minnesota this year. We take the Lakers. We will be broadcasting the championship game via live stream of the Squirt A on Sunday from Burnsville. Mounds View. The Mounds View Super Rink Spectacular has some great games on tap this weekend as well. We think in the Bantam division, the St. Louis Park Orioles will take the Bantam division. They got a really strong team this year. In Bantam B, North Metro, another District 3 team, is off to a great start. They will be a contender for a state title this year, and we think they'll win the Bantam B division in Blaine. Pee Wee AA, we think the host team, Mounds View Irondale, will win this one. What a strong squad that they have once those two associations co-op this year. In the Pee Wee B division, both Edina Pee Wee B teams are off to fast starts. They're number 1 and number 2 in our now rankings. The Edina White team will win this tournament in the Pee Wee B division. In the Squirt A, it's a really good field as well. Edina and Chaskatchan are in this tournament. Not to mention, a dark horse will be host Mounds View Irondale. 3 really good teams in this field. Should be a great tournament. We think Chaskatchan will be too strong and win this tournament. Finally, in the Squirt Bs, Osseo Maple Grove Black has a lot of talent this year. We think that's the team to beat come Squirt Bs in the Squirt B division. Safe travels to everyone this weekend, and our warmest wishes for a happy Thanksgiving this year. Our gratitude this year is for all the hockey players, coaches, and fans who visit our site. We greatly appreciate your support. We'll see you around the rink.